I was like, but Key, it was nothing like that, okay? It was just a one-time thing, and I said I would never do it again. And I didn't do it again. And she was upset because I didn't want to do it again. Because I'm just like, no, I don't want to do that again. Because I sent you to the hospital. So I'm not going to do that again. And she kept trying to get me to do it again. And that's when I met you. Like, oh my God, you are so amazing. And you just made me, like, realize that, like, yo, I don't need to be feeding off of that. I got you. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, nigga, you not about to flip this around like, oh, I came in your life and just changed everything. Like, I'm not even about to let you do that. You're not about to dairy in me, okay? So I'm looking at him like, okay, what else you need to tell me? Like what else? What else? Do we need to talk about Africa? I feel like we need to talk about Africa. Let's sit down now and have a conversation about Africa. He was like, nothing happened in Africa. I told you that I was wrong. Like, Becky came and got me from the airport. I didn't have no signal. She did come and get me from the airport. I'm like, well, how she knew that you was at the airport? Like, how she knew when you was going to be there if you didn't have no signal? He was like, I called her when I was at the airport in the States before I flew over to let her know when I was going to be there, just in case something happened. Like, at one point, I know that I told you that I need my closure, but when I was sitting at the airport about to board that plane, I was just like, I need some type of closure because she did me so wrong and she don't feel bad about it. And I wanted her to feel bad about how bad she treated me. Like, she literally had me paying for an apartment that she had another guy living in. And then he was telling me about it. I'm like, okay, so if that guy was telling you that he was living in an apartment that you was paying for, why would you continue to pay for? He's like, God damn it, I'm stupid. I was in love, and I thought she loved me, and she made it seem like she loved me, and I was just stupid. I was stupid. But then I met you, and I realized just how stupid I was for her. I'm like, but you're not making sense. You're not making sense. You know you were stupid. You keep saying you met me, and you realized this and that when you met me, but you still told her when you was going to get off that plane and you already knew that she was going to be right there. Like, come on, like, no, that ain't making sense to me. He's like, look, okay, so when I got off the plane and I saw her, it was like, I was a little bit excited to see her because it's been a while since I saw her. So it's like, I was like, all those butterflies you get, I had those. So it's like, when I saw her, I was just like, yes, but it wasn't until she kissed me I realized that. I'm like, well, what the fuck you mean? She kissed you, motherfucker. Like what the fuck, what you mean? He was like, it was just like a little peck. She was like, oh, hey, Marlon. And she gave me a little peck. And I'm just like, she gave you a peck like you gave your tier one friend Hazel a peck, you know, after your granddad's funeral. He was like, I don't want to talk about that. I'm just saying, like, it was just a kiss. It didn't mean nothing. And then when she did it, I realized that, like, I don't even, like, ew, I don't even want you. I want Key. I was like, okay. All right, you realize you didn't want her. You want me after she kissed you. Okay, all right. So did that mean you don't want her, you want me, so let's go to the beach and drink some orange juice? Like that you do that? He was like, no, okay, so what happened? So we got in the cab and then she was just like, oh, let's go to the beach. She wanted to go to the beach and I didn't have no signal and I was like struggling to transfer money. So I'm just like, let me keep somebody on my side that could translate for me, that know they will around, that could help me. So it's like she wanted to go to the beach. So I took her to the beach. I was just like, okay, who paid for the orange juice? He was like, I paid for it, but no, she wanted some orange juice. She said she was thirsty, Key. I can't give her nothing to drink because she thirsty. I'm like, Not only did you get this bitch something to drink because she was thirsty, you paid for it. Then you paid for the scenery because you're at the damn beach. So you're setting the goddamn tone at the beach after she already done kissed you. And ain't at no point did you say that you told her about me. Did she know about me, Marlon? He's like, well, not at first. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, no, not at first. I'm like, so when did she find out about me, Marlon? He's like, well, when I was on the phone with you, that's when she found out. I'm like, oh, so when she came up to you when you was on the phone with me, that's when she found out about me. Not before you went to Africa. When you was there and you got caught is when she found out about me. He's like, what? I told her that I was seeing somebody and I was in love with somebody. I'm like, no, you did. You did. He's like, no, I did. But I just didn't tell her your name. I didn't tell your name. But so if you told her, Marlon, because I need you to make this make sense. I needed to make some sort of sense to me. If you told her about me, why was she so surprised when you was on the phone with me? If you told her all these things, why was she so surprised? She was like, well, I don't know. But I even told her when we went and got pizza. He's like, see? And I was like, see, look, not only did you get off that plane, you saw her. You got butterflies. Y'all kissed. You say it was nothing. It made you realize you want me. But you still got your ass in the cab to take her to the beach. But you said you didn't have no signal. You was trying to figure out your signal and you need somebody to escort you around. And no, that could possibly make sense if you didn't start in the daytime and end in the nighttime, and no point in between did you call me to talk to me, to say and send me a message. Nothing. No SOS, no nothing. I got nothing from you. That's because I ain't have no signal. I'm like, But she had signal. She uploading pictures on her Instagram. Mind you, you already told me that she never wanted to show your face on any of her social media, so she never showed your face. Like, you even tried to put in a relationship with on Facebook, and she hid it from people so they didn't see that she was in a relationship with you. So the only way that I knew that that was you in that picture is by your ugly ass thumb and your Walmart shoes. Like, I noticed the Walmart shoes first, and then I'm just like, yep, that's this nigga. That's them. That's them. It's like, well, how you find it anyway? I'm like, we ain't talking about that right now. We not talking about it right now. All that matters is that I saw it and I knew it was you. So even after all that, you went and got pizza with her, didn't call me, and it wasn't until I started blowing you up. It's when you surprisingly walked out the pizza joint after I sent you the text message picture of her Instagram post. You just so happened to walk out the pizza joint, have goddamn signal to be able to call me and say it ain't nothing like that. You see how you sound? Do you see how that sound? But my whole thing is, you did not let me know about anything. You let me know when you landed in Africa. You did. But you ain't let me know nothing else. But when you landed in Africa, you already knew that Becky was gonna be right there waiting for you because you called her and she was expecting you. But at no point did you tell me, even though I gave you the option before your bitch ass got on that goddamn flight. My bad. I am sorry. I did not mean to call you a bitch. That was disrespectful. I did not mean to disrespect you like that. That's not what I mean. You got your ass off that plane, saw her, didn't tell me after you told me that you didn't need your closure. After I told you can get your closure, you went out, you told me you didn't need it. You reassured me. You reassured me that you didn't need it. You reassured me that I was all that you need. You were happy with me. You found your person. You gave me this reassurance. Then you walk your ass in the airport and you call her to let her know when you was going to land. You had hours on that flight. Hours on that flight. You landed hours later already knowing you was going to see her. Picked up your phone to send me a message on Facebook, on Messenger, to let me know that you landed. And then crickets. Tell me how. Tell me how that even came about. How was that even possible? Because I didn't cross your mind for you to text me that, like, hey, I messaged Becky and I do want my closure. I would have understood that. I would have forgiven that. You know, I'm like, okay, he had time to think on the flight. He wanted his closure. But you did not tell me. You did it. And this motherfucker gonna look at me in my face. It's like, but Key, I'm the one that told you I needed the closure.